on the second service, they top up the oil if needed, which they charge you about 200 or 300 rupees for. In my case, it wasn't needed. And obviously it's really a checkup, a sort of a checklist sort of a service. They don't really change parts and stuff like that. And the bill is basic, it's minimum. I think I just paid about 270 rupees. That's it. I'll make another quick ride log. I'm just picking up the Himalayan from its second service. It's well, I haven't really gotten down to testing the little complaints that I had, but so far it's running fine. So something that you guys need to check is I was told that my second service has lapsed. There was some glitch in their system, and the system was showing that I've visited them when the bike was at 5,700 kilometers, which is untrue. I went in for my second service today. Anyways, it's just something for you guys to just make sure that, you know, your kilometers are getting logged on properly when you guys go for servicing. What complaints did I have? Well, nothing major, just a couple of niggles here and there. I just wanted to put it across to them that I thought the gears were still little notchy. I mean, they're not that bad at all. I mean, frankly, I'm pretty happy with them. They're much better off from when I initially had the bike with me. When I initially got the bike, they're okay now. I mean, it's probably at crossings when I need to shift down from second to neutral. A quick acceleration, and it now kind of changes automatically. No worries. That's one. Then there was a squeaking sound coming from the rear shock, which is not there anymore. So you guys might have to get that. You guys might have to get that greased. What else? I remember speaking on a couple of videos back. I remember speaking about the fact that the bike was there was a hesitation above 80 or 90 the moment I wanted to accelerate, and then if I de-accelerated, it hesitated again. That no longer happens. So it could have been a case of bad fuel at that point of time. It could have also been, I'm not sure about this, but there are two tubes that run, one from the carburetor and one from the fuel tank, that run open on your bike. I don't know, they could be overflow tubes, and I don't know if they would have anything to do with this. But just saying, both those tubes were resting above my block, whereas they should be both pointed downwards. Again, it's silly. I don't think they could have been the reason for the hesitation, but I was under the impression that one of them was a breather pipe. I didn't realize that there was probably another overflow pipe coming in from the fuel tank. Other than that, I did speak to them about the handlebar being feeling a bit tight. Well, not exactly tight, but I don't know how to explain this. But on slow speeds, if I pointed it to the left or right, it would kind of just stay there, and it would take a tad bit more effort to bring it back to center, which is unusual. You know, it's the same feeling that you would get if your front tire was running on less air. It's pretty similar, and he told me it's fine right now, and I think they filled air into the bike, so I mean, I don't feel it any longer. So I guess that was it. Other than that, really, I didn't have any complaints with the bike. The bike's running fantastic post the exhaust. I'm planning to take the bike up to Shimla in the next couple of weeks for a day. I want to check the average out, and has it made a huge impact in post the exhaust? Although I highly doubt, exhausts don't really make a huge impact to fuel consumption. It's really the riding style where that changes, and that's what makes an impact in the fuel consumption. It's a carbureted bike. So But still, I'll probably get back to you guys on what the fuel consumption is when I return from my trip. But it still seems to be doing fine. I'm still getting about 350 or 360 on about 13 liters, which is fairly decent, which I believe is probably in the range of 24 to 26. That's not bad. And if you've seen my past couple of videos, I don't always ride like that. There have been a couple of guys who've been complaining how I ride, or who've been sharing their thoughts on my riding style. But yeah, well, you know, there are a lot of guys in the middle of the road. There are a lot of people, a lot of cars in the middle of the road that are just there for no reason. They're in the fast and overtaking lane, whereas they shouldn't be. And yeah, I'm just trying to find the fastest way around them. So yeah, well, I don't have much to say about the way I ride. Sorry. I've been reading up on some of the Facebook posts that and it seems that there are a lot of people out there that are facing issues with the Himalayan. But here's what I wanted to say. I wanted to quickly say, tell people, you know, let's try and help these guys in times of the need. I mean, not all bikes were 100% perfect, agreed. There are some bikes that are with major issues. There are some bikes like mine with absolutely zero issues, zero major issues. And you know, and mine's from the first batch. I would like to believe so. It seems though that the first batch was probably the ones that needed everything getting fixed. You know, let's help these guys out. If we're knowledgeable about service centers or workshops that have an answer to their problems, let's help them out, rather than, you know, just randomly ranting about how shitty the bike is. Quite frankly, call it as it is. You know, if I'm lucky I got a good bike, I got a good bike. But I can tell you, I've owned bikes from other manufacturers, and the service that Royal Enfield is giving Himalayan at this point of time, I don't know how it is in other cities, but the one in Gurgaon and some of them in Delhi are providing, you know, first-hand premium white glove service, making sure that every need is taken care of. I know a couple of guys who are also taking advantage of that fact, and that's not right. But you know, let's work with the dealership, work with the workshops. I know you guys, some of you guys have spent a lot of money in getting this motorcycle. It's probably, you know, we don't know what ways and under what conditions you were able to arrange for to buy the bike, but I think at this point of time, rather than, you know, feeling absolutely demotivated about what you've bought, work with the workshop and get your issues sorted. Use our videos, make a video, talk about your problems and issues, speak to the service manager. You know, use the proper channels to speak to people. You never know, things get sorted. And I've been hearing about a lot of issues from people that are getting sorted, major issues. So it's not like they're not doing anything. Yes, I feel disappointed about the fact that you've spent your hard-earned money and you haven't got something that's absolutely perfect. And I agree, there's no reason why the bike, you know, needs to be handed over to you with things falling off and bits and pieces not working, or it shutting down while you're riding. You know, things like this shouldn't happen. But if they lose terminals, just, you know, let people know it's loose terminals. All bikes come with problems and issues. You're not spending 10, 15, 20 lakh, 12, you know, on something that needs to be. And I'll tell you right now, spending that kind of money on other manufacturers, those bikes come with their fair share of issues. RE has someone listening to you at this point of time. Those guys, you'd be hard pressed to find a supervisor to attend to your bike. They don't even have the bandwidth to attend to your bike. So, you know, I still say the bike is 70% there. You know, it's people like us who, when and if we face issues, you know, work with Royal Enfield, get these sorted out, so folks in the future can get better bikes as a result of our efforts. So think about it. Some of you may not like what I just said, but it's worth a couple of thoughts. It's worth your thoughts, sorry. I also wanted to say, for folks looking out for exhausts, the workshop that I go to, ShelMoto, seems to be getting the fastest delivery on exhaust. They got a fresh batch yesterday evening. Today is Thursday. They got a fresh batch yesterday evening for about 10 exhausts, out of which they have just 3 left, and all 3 are booked by me. So exhausts are flying through the door. So if you guys want an exhaust, I mean, I don't know if I can help you out in situations, but I can definitely help recommend them. Shoot me a message over Facebook. Maybe I can help get an exhaust to you if you're in a different city, although you'll have to still end up paying shipping charges. I don't know how expensive it's going to turn out for you, but that's one of the options. Alright, well, I'm going to sign off now, and keep riding safe. Thanks for watching. Bye.